morning, nation. Today, we're tackling how to stay mentally sharp and physically fit while building your business. Plus, we got something wild you're not going to see coming on the lab. Hey, there we go. Happy birthday, Kristina. Good morning. Mornings in the Lab is starting here today. It's Thursday, October 3rd. Mornings in the Lab with Keith Bilous, CMartyFit, Jon Anderson, producer Kristina Flynn, who's one day older today, and we are going to celebrate that in a few moments. Hey, coming up today, surviving entrepreneurship. The guy on the show today, almost died. Burnout will kill you. True story. How you can keep yourself mentally fit, mentally strong to achieve the greatness you want to achieve as an entrepreneur. We're talking about getting older and being able to climb up the mountain with our kids. We're talking about getting down on the ground and doing some crawling when we're 60, 70, 80 years old. We're talking functional movements, stepping up the stairs, the basics. I'm thinking that you're like, all right, I'm going to join these shows, these bunch of yahoos, these guys that are doing this thing, talking about whatever they're talking about. And then your birthday shows up and you're looking on the calendar and go, oh, I get to hang out with these guys on my birthday. And then we show up and we serenade you. Yes, I'm tough on the outside, but I'm a pussy on the inside.
Why can't we just celebrate every day that we're alive?
Mental health is nothing to joke about. Mental health is nothing to laugh about unless you're Jon Anderson or Marty doing an impression on Jon Anderson.
Do I like the fact that every company and their mother changes their fucking logo to a rainbow and says that they support equity for LGBTQ people? No, I don't. But am I going to turn away their money? Am I going to turn away the visibility that they put on that specific day? Oh, I'm not.
I will be one happy son of a bitch, Jon Anderson, when we got people talking mental health and it becomes a whole year of mental health discussion instead of just one day.
Start running to it.
Yeah, it's hard to argue with that, Marty.
Yeah, and I think this might be a little too far, but I think the mental health, I think we're in a mental health crisis, and I think that's leading to the obesity problem, if we're being honest, because a lot of people cope with alcohol, they cope
Connected
with food.
For sure. You know what cures this whole fucking problem? Is get rid of the labels, including Monday, Tuesday, Mental Health Day, Labor Day. Just fucking do it all every day.
These strangers wishing you a happy birthday. That's a pretty freaking cool thing. Burnout's a real thing. Mental challenges, being an entrepreneur, all that shit burns you out, kills you. Fulfillment doesn't depend on goals. Nope. It's built on the choices that you make every day. If you hit the snooze button, you're already 9 minutes behind, so get your fucking ass out of bed right now.
You don't have to do backflips and burpees and jump off the steps. You don't need to do the crazy stuff you see the influencers doing. Walk on an incline. You can run, you can do cycling, you can do outside things, play with the kids, but get some cardio in. Small, consistent improvements in your diet will make a big impact over time.
72% of entrepreneurs report mental health challenges like anxiety, depression, or burnout.
What they say, hard choices, easy life, easy choices, hard life.
I did a big, massive ride this morning. It was an endurance ride. I fucking was hating it, but it was teaching my mind to get through my 16-hour day today.
You carry them both simultaneously. They're both like 20 pounds. So, it's not a ton, but it gets me going.
My body is a race car.
First thing is rest. I gotta prioritize rest. Probably not sleeping enough, because I tend to do that sometimes. What do I need to do to get myself to operate at a high level for everything, every area of my life?
Well, no, if I sleep, I'm gonna miss the world. So I love that Marty talked about we gotta lean into sleep.
As men, stereotypical, or how much are we just bottling up? Like, I'm not sharing every little detail because I have to look okay on the outside. Can you reach your full potential here or somewhere else?
Oh,
right? And I didn't have an exact plan per se, but it was like, once I knew the answer to the question, that's where I am actually so grateful for the burnouts.
How do you set limits without limiting yourself?
If you're trying to upscale your life, you can't tie your value to your time.
Yeah.
Right? It takes a long time. So what you're really trying to transition to is what is, in terms of this question, what is the one thing that is the highest leverage today? Do the stuff in the dark that no one's watching. What's the highest leverage thing? So if you stack a bunch of high leverage things, even if nobody's watching, you worry about the action, not the result, you will not be limited.
If you're listening to this message, I want you to remind yourself, you've got a 1% survival rate, which means you've made it through the challenge before and you'll make it through the challenge again because you have 100% survival rate.
30% of entrepreneurs report feeling physically exhausted, AJ, but believe it's necessary to sacrifice for success.
The funny thing though is if we really look for the clues and if we talk to entrepreneurs who have been successful for a long amount of time, what you'll find is that they're actually telling you to try to avoid doing that if you can. They have to treat themselves like they're someone they're responsible for taking care of.
Marketing is not life or death, right? You can pick this up tomorrow. If you're not good, you can't be good. You don't have to go to a therapist, but you can't do it alone. alone, right? And so whatever it is, if you feel empowered to talk to somebody and be like, I'm not good right now, that is not a shameful act.
I'm a big believer that's where it all starts, right? You start your day there. If you achieve nothing else, at least you've won that battle.
You're going to have to learn that you're going to run into obstacles. Once you get over one obstacle, there's another one coming. There's no overcoming just, hey, I'm in a great part of life now. Everything's going to be smooth sailing.
Not taking care of ourselves, it's almost more selfish actually take care of ourselves. And I think we got to have that perception shift.
Let's do something about it daily instead of waiting for it. I'll start on Monday. No, start it today.
COVID, if I learned anything from it, is get out of the house and go talk to people.
Today, we are going to take your brand messaging from meh to fuck yeah. And we're going to do that with just 7 simple questions.
Humans are not made for this kind of stimulation.
What we're most importantly worried about is being able to walk with our grandchildren when we're 70 and 80 and 90. That doesn't happen by accident. It's accumulative efforts every single day.
When you can't get up to get your Cheetos because you didn't squat, you're going to be pretty bummed out.
You're nerding, you need to hit some squat.
When you drop a pen on the ground, you can pick that son of a bitch up rather than kicking it over to the wall.
Picking up kids, you want to pick your kids up or grandkids up, you're mimicking a deadlift.
Do you really want somebody else helping you on the toilet, helping you wipe your ass and helping you stand up, or you want to take care of your own business when you get older? When you're done exercising, whatever muscle you train, that muscle's fatigued, that muscle is warm, spend 5 minutes stretching it and don't overthink it.
Little things that you can do in your life, like taking the stairs, paying attention, stretching when you've got 5 minutes, like those things are going to add up.
These little accumulative moments all add up because we often talk about the accumulative moments that add up on the bad side, right? Always eating shitty food, you end up with diabetes. Always eating shitty food, you die of something, right? So it's this, okay, I'm going to take the stairs for the rest of my life. You're probably going to be better head doing it.
It's not selfish because when you take care of yourself first, you're a better you so that you can be better for your loved ones. You can be better for your business.
I tried to sell me something. My response is, Kristina, who are you? Because we're in a world now where there's no reason why we can't get to know each other before we are going to engage in a business conversation.
What I learned from those things is that I can't fucking trust anyone. And it's not because people are bad people, but it comes down to the fact that if it is a consideration, this decision is going to impact this person's livelihood, they're always going to choose them. We can access each other in a global capacity much better than we used to be able to. My wife is consistently talking about how weird it is, how many internet friends I have. And I'm like, yeah, maybe it is weird, but I'm internet friends.
If you're intentional, you're going to win. Because Kristina, in my experience, most aren't intentional. They just let it happen by accident. I got 20 messages from people today that send me texts. This dude paused to send me a video message. Wow.
Don't let those dated ideals of what is social and what is not social define who you are and what you're about.
Honestly, we started the chat about why do we just have one day to talk about mental health? We should be talking about it all day.